And we are back. The Oyate Group is dedicated to alleviating poverty and empowering underserved communities across the city. And one of the key initiatives, the Rise Leadership Program, offers high school sophomores and juniors the chance to explore their passions and build essential leadership skills. Joining us now is the director of the programs at the Oyate Group, Augustina Warton, and we thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks so much for having me.
So Rise is risen this spring, and
Yes.
the opportunity for leadership and advancement amongst our young people. Talk to me a little bit about the program in terms of what they're getting out of that.
Sure. Yeah. So we started Rise Leadership in the spring as a pilot program. And what we do with the young people is we provide an opportunity for them after school to come to the program and learn leadership skills through arts and civic engagement, design and technology. And we started with about 30 students. And this fall, we're starting the program again, and it will be a full year. And we're going to have 4 different tracks for the program. So we're sort of doubling what we did in the spring and also doubling the amount of time that the program is going to run. So we're really excited.
And for yourself, talk to us a little bit about, the mission of Oyate Group and how this kind of like correlates with the work that you guys are doing right now.
Yeah, so the Oyate Group's mission is, like you said, to alleviate poverty. And we also look around the Bronx and find different gaps in services. And we really, really love to invest in our young people. And so we look to nurture and uplift our youth. That's part of our mission. And so Rise Leadership really centers around that with having the program and focusing it on civically engaged young people, learning leadership skills to be leaders of the Bronx in the future, we hope.
Right.
So,
and I know in this particular program, sophomores, right, juniors are pretty much the focus point.
yes.
And it was intentional to get them around sophomores and juniors for the impact purpose. So
Definitely,
how do
yeah.
you feel that impact is going to play out by using sophomores and juniors and really focusing on them?
Yeah, we want to get them involved with us 10th and 11th grade because they're making those critical life decisions for their future. We want to get them sort of before they apply to college so we can inspire them, show them what's out there, the different careers that they could have one day, and really focus in on that. So then when they get to 12th grade, we can help them with their college applications and get them on the road to where they want to go.
Right. And for young people, taking mantles of leadership early. I mean, obviously
Yes.
that's the focus of it, right? How to become a leader early and really get them going. Talk to us about that, because when you get them involved early, the engagement, how do you see that playing out in their lives in the future with the ones that you've dealt with?
Yeah, I think it's about exposure. The narrative of the Bronx isn't always positive,
Right.
and so we want to really focus on the assets and the positivity that exists here. So we have 4 different tracks, like I said, the visual arts track, design and technology, business and entrepreneurship, and civic leadership and advocacy. And we want all of those different tracks to align with different career paths and different opportunities that young people can take to really develop themselves and see themselves as people who are going to positively contribute to the Bronx in the future.
And for the students, there's also an opportunity for a stipend.
Yeah. Hopefully everybody heard that. We give
There's a carrot.
yes, we give $100 for each track a month for the students, and that's so hopefully if they have a little bit of pressure in their outside lives to make some money, that this will be a little bit of an incentive to be able to say, hey, look, this program, I'm learning important skills like leadership and creativity or entrepreneurship, and I'm making a little bit of money while doing it. So, yeah.
And when you talk about leadership, it's so critical, because I think when we look at society right now, we see a lot of young leaders. Getting them equipped early is really a great thing, but to know that they're out there impacting and making a difference, and to have a program that's out there that allows them to really gain these necessary skills. When you get these young people behind these doors, what's the attitude like? Is there this aversion to leadership, or are you cultivating them to say, listen, you know what, you may not think about leadership right now, but it's a great pathway?
So the way that we've designed the program, I think, is really interesting. We're weaving in leadership skills through a lot of different industries, I would say. So some of that is through arts and civic engagement, like I said. So they're learning leadership skills by learning different visual art skills as well. And they're doing presentations and they're exhibiting in the community and they're thinking about issues that are there. So those are all leadership skills, but they're done through an arts-based lens. And we do that also with business and entrepreneurship. Go out into the community, talk to people, find out what their future customers might want from them. And then they develop different products to really speak back to what they learned from their community. So, yeah.
And you had a great spring component.
We did, yes.
And so coming up now, we've got what?
So coming up, we have we actually expanded to a 4-day program. So each day is a different track, and students can elect to take 1 or 2 tracks, 10th and 11th graders, and the application is open. And so each track pays $100 a month, like we said, and we know that that's a really good incentive for young people. And the application is open until September 29th.
So you have the opportunity now to get in, become a part, and register and get it all together.
Yes.
What's the criteria? Because somebody say, what do I need to do?
Yeah, so just go to our website and fill out the application. Take some time, really consider the questions. If you don't feel like you're doing as well as in school, if the student doesn't feel like they're doing as well, it's okay. As long as they're really interested in learning and invested in the program, then we'll give them a serious look and hopefully they get into the program.
Yeah. So when you go back and look back at the spring, what were some of the highlights that you took away from the program?
Yeah, so can I talk about 2?
Absolutely.
One of them was we took the entire group to Philadelphia, and we had a whole day there. We went to 2 different schools. We went to Temple University, where I went to undergrad.
Okay.
And then we went to the University of Pennsylvania, and so they were able to see the city and 2 different campuses. And then the other sort of highlight of the program was everything is project-based. So the end of the program was in May, and they had an end of the year show. And that was just amazing. They invited different community members, their parents, their friends from school. Some of their teachers came. It was really cool to just be able to have them exhibit what they had worked really hard on. And their theme was transformation. So yeah, it was really amazing to see how sort of shy young people came in, and then at the end they're like, hey, these are my projects, like these are my new friends. I feel like very comfortable here. And yeah, we have a lot of fun with them. So
yeah. So as we get ready to go, I want to talk about one word: exposure.
Yeah.
And that exposure, how do you characterize that in the lives of those that you have come to this program, the exposure that they've received? What do you feel like the takeaway is there?
Yeah, we hire really highly qualified instructors for our program, so they're really connected to New York City. A lot of them are from here and they have successful careers here, so they're able to really connect and show the young people a lot about what's available here in the Bronx and also in New York City. And I think that exposure is invaluable for them. Just like being able to create a positive relationship with an adult, and then also being able to see, whoa, the city is so much more than I ever thought that it possibly could be. It gives, it turns a light on.
Yeah.
And that is motivation to actually want to be something positive in the future. So.
Yeah, well, Augustine, keep up the great work.
Thank you so much.
And we want to make sure we get our young people connected. So
Yes.
I'm gonna tell them where to get more information. But congratulations, and we look forward to see what the future holds.
Thank you.
All righty. Listen, now, if you do want more information, go ahead, visit the website, oyategroup.org. We encourage you, don't go anywhere. We're going to come back. We got more show coming up right after this.